Dancing with the Stars drama. The protesters interrupted the show. Really scary situation in the ballroom tonight.
Live from Hollywood, it's TV night on Dancing with the Stars.
Welcome to Dancing with the Stars. I'm Tom Bergeron.
And I'm Erin Andrews. All 13 couples are back to compete again for the judges' scores and your votes. Their phone numbers are on your screen. Lines are open now and will remain open until 1 hour after the show. Even if you voted last week, you still have to vote tonight. Tomorrow, it's our first elimination of the season.
Now, if you didn't see last week's premiere, it was quite a night. Not only were there unforgettable debut routines, as you saw some protesters interrupted the show after Ryan Lochte's dance. We'll find out how he's been dealing with that and bring you behind-the-scenes footage that has not been seen anywhere.
As for tonight, we've got another round of intense competition. We're following up last night's Emmys with a TV night celebration like no other, with some of our stars dancing to their own theme song.
We will start with the Brady Bunch star, who last week on our floor had a heartfelt reunion with her TV mom.
Reunited once again to dance to their TV theme, Maureen McCormick, Florence Henderson, and Artem.
Do you feel like you in a good spirit to go into the week 2?
The first live show was scary.
It needs refinement.
It's really, really hard when you're judged lower than most of the other people on the show.
I want to change whatever I need to change, or do whatever I can.
I didn't feel like we were with the second from the bottom of the leaderboard. I didn't think we were the worst.
6, 7, 8. Tonight is TV night, and we are dancing to the Brady Bunch theme song. I am going to be Marsha Brady again tonight.
I'm so proud of you. We've been through a lot together.
Haven't we?
And I'm with you. It all feels just like... I know, that yesterday, doesn't it?
And so beautiful. I hope Artem and I can last a lot longer and just keep pushing through this.
Good job.
Good job?
Well, we're not done, but good job, yes.
No, I know we're not done. I don't want to be done, ever. Ever, America. I don't ever want to be done.
Marsha.
Here's the story of a lovely lady who was bringing up 3 very lovely girls. They had hair of gold like their mother. You have the story.
Here's the story of a man named Brady who was busy with 3 boys of his own. They were cornbread, living all together. They were all alone.
Till one day this lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch. This group was somehow form a family. That's the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we live in the Brady Bunch.
Maureen and Artem kicking off TV night theme, special assist by the lovely Florence Anderson. There you go. Good start. Good start. All right, Rachel Live, by the way. Back there, always amazing. Hiding behind the 60s furniture. All right, now, just like last week, we're going to hear from all four judges right at the outset, and then since we've got another big night of competition for the rest of the show, like last week, we'll hear from three of them at a time. We always start with our head judge, because he gets mad when I don't, Len Goodman.
Well, you know what I like? You captured the flavour of the TV show. It was fun. It was entertaining. The technique was better. Your confidence was much, much better. And I tell you, your scores are going to be better. Well done.
There you go, Julianne Huff.
I second that. From last week to this week, you are so much more relaxed. You're confident. You're not, looking a little deer in headlights-ish anymore. But one thing I would say, definitely work on the body contact, because it got a little bumpy at times and you weren't connected here. But overall, such an improvement. Choreography, character, so fun.
Thank you.
There you go, Bruno Tonioli.
Ah, my darling, much more at ease in a bunch. That's what you need. You need your bunch with you, and it all works well. I love the deliciously well-pitched bunch. A bunch is nothing wrong with that.
No, that's fine. No, we're good.
Deliciously well-pitched 1970s feel. I love that. I love the little sassy side you put with the two girls. Very, very, very nice. Top line, much better. A couple of footfalls. Did you go on the wrong foot? It doesn't matter because it was better.
Yeah.
It was much better.
Yeah.
And Carrie Ann Inaba.
You did say you went on the wrong foot?
I don't think so. I didn't feel it.
Did you? Okay, no, because I was going to say, there looked like there was one thing. I echo everything everybody has said here. Your confidence is through the roof this week. You were so at ease. I expected you to nail the role because it is you, right, after all. But I didn't expect all this confidence, and there was a looseness to your spirit, but there was a tightness to your form that you didn't have last week. There was one moment where you almost made a mistake, but you covered it, and you looked like you had a great time. Well done.
I
There you go. Good reviews all around. Head on up to the Skybox and team up there. You got it. You got it. Tonight, you get 13 votes per phone line, per email address at abc.com, and on Facebook, as Aaron mentioned, phone lines remain open until an hour after the show. You can vote online until 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific tomorrow morning. Aaron.
I want to relive Marsha Brady days because you were everything growing up to me, and we've discussed that. And your confidence, the judges were talking about that. Why was it so much better this week?
The week before was the first week.
Yeah.
This is something I've been scared to do my whole life. So, I've got the most amazing partner. I have the support of my family and friends and Florence, and it's just meant so much. So many people that have reached out and said, keep going and push through this, and you can do it. And you can.
And you can.
And I did.
And you are.
And I did. Yes.
Let's get your scores.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
7.
Len Goodman.
6.
Julianne Huff.
6.
Bruno Tonioli.
7. 26 out of 40 for Maureen and Artem. Always love having Miss Florence up here.
Yes.
All right, so the couple with the lowest combined total of judges' scores and viewer votes from tonight and last Monday will be eliminated tomorrow night. So guess what? What does this mean? You have to get your votes in, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, you can vote, but we need you guys at home to vote for them as well. All right, Tom.
All right, Aaron, thanks. And Mom Florence gave daughter Maureen a little pep talk during the week that obviously paid off. Our TV night celebration continues with more dancing to your favorite themes coming up. Taxi, Married with Children, Bewitched, DuckTales, and The X-Files. And next, Gavin DeGraw returns to the ballroom to perform his hit song from One Tree Hill, with Jana Kramer and Gleb Savchenko. Tango Live. Welcome back. Throughout our live TV night competition, tweet your thoughts and good luck to our stars using hashtag PWTS.
Up next to honor her character, Alex Dupre from One Tree Hill, Jana Kramer. This week in training, she suffered a painful injury that threatened to sideline her.
Now, before Jana and Gleb attempt their tango to the show's theme, I Don't Want to Be, performed by our special guest, Gavin DeGraw, let's see how their week went.
Last week was sexy and it was fun. I didn't fall on my face. It was like, hey, I got stuff to work on, but let's do this. And it made me want to just work harder.
You okay?
Yeah. Went to the doctors and found out that I have torn muscles in between my ribs. Doctor says I shouldn't dance.
This is going to be really painful for a while, and if it becomes too painful, you're going to have to stop.
Careful.
Sorry.
One, two, three. How much did it hurt?
It's really painful.
Just all the way through the dance?
Oh, yeah, because I can't breathe.
She's in a lot of pain. I'm really worried. Listen, you're a tough cookie. You're gonna kill it, yeah?
I am very worried that we're not going to be able to get through the dance. I don't want to leave the second weekend.
Every time you did a back bend, every time I was wincing, just worried about you. How are you?
I feel great.
Now, let me ask you, would you lie to me if you weren't feeling okay?
Yes.
Okay. Julianne, what you think?
By the way, I'm with you. I do the same thing. But first of all, I just want to say you're a trooper because I know that the pain that you're going through. So well done for you for just going out there and giving it your best shot. Now, second of all, I want to say you are a very good dancer. Like, you are naturally gifted. The one thing that I really want you to focus on, though, for the next week is you have gorgeous legs. Like, the most beautiful legs I've ever seen. But you tend to bend them, and then you let your foot kind of just hang there. So really, really extend your leg, the back of your knee, and get that foot pointed. Okay. And then it's like, ooh, great. So,
Bruno.
Thank you.
I don't know why. After After watching them dance, I feel like going to confession. But I'm gonna try to keep it technical. I
got a feeling you in confession could last a while.
For years. Listen, I love the passion. I love your drive. I love what you put into the performance. You really live every moment. I love that. The chemistry is brilliant. You missed a couple of passes. You know, you have to be very careful with intricate choreography to make it smooth and flowing. And the extensions. Use the back of the leg. Extend from the back through the toe. And there you go. But actually, it's very hard because if you have a stitch here, you can't quite extend. But God, I love to watch.
All right, Gumby, thank you very much. Carrie Ann?
Oh my. This is when you realize that dancing is truly a sport, because that was a very difficult routine to get through. I could see your pain the whole time. But what I so appreciate about you is that you were able to still create pretty lines smaller than I know you're capable of. Everything was a lot less than I know you're capable of. But what I love is the effort and the intensity and the passion you gave it. Your heart was 1,000% there, and I appreciate that. Next week, I hope you feel better.
Yeah, before we get to scores, Greg, I want to ask you, did her injury change your choreography much? Because Bruno alluded to the intricate nature of the choreography.
Yeah, we had to change a few things, but it worked.
Yeah, it seemed to. All right, well, let's see if it worked in the scoring. Let's get the judges' scores.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
7.
Glenn Goodman.
It worked for me. 8.
Julianne Hough.
7.
Bruno Ciagnoli.
7.
That 8 looked real nice. You did 29 out of 40 for Janet and Gleb. Now, even if you voted for them last week, you got to vote again tonight to keep them safe from elimination tomorrow night. Next up, with a quick step to the theme from Green Acres, the former Texas governor who didn't exactly rule the dance floor last week. Here's Rick Perry and Emma blatantly campaigning for your votes. How did that compare to a presidential debate?
Oh, man, come on. This is crazy good.
Well, I don't know what part of it was crazy good. Never danced before. You got no dance background.
Rick Perry, good to see y'all. Need your vote. Tell all your friends at school to vote for us.
Okay.
You know, you can vote 12 times. Hey, America, Rick Perry here. Last week, the judges didn't quite see it the way we did, so it's really going to be important for you to get out there and vote for Rick Perry and Emma Slater, Team Dance for Our Vets. I'm Rick Perry, and I approve of this message. So what do you think?
I think we should continue dancing. Our dance this week is Quick Step, and it's to the theme of Green Acres. Open, close. Yes, that's what I want you to do.
Don't miss.
Don't miss. We're at the bottom of the leaderboard. We definitely have to change that.
For me, the Quick Step flows a little better. It is a lot of fun. But Green Acres, I grew up on a dryland cotton farm. Brown Acres might have been a big hit.
Well, Rick's run for the mirror ball will continue. It's Ian Emma. Quick Step to Green Acres when we come back.
And TV Night will continue with dancing tributes to Family Matters, Game of Thrones, The Muppet Show, and more live. TV Night, and I'm surrounded by audience members acting completely natural. Before the break, we got a glimpse of Rick Perry and Emma down on the farm training for their dance to the theme from Green Acres, and here they are.
give me that countryside.
Is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores,
The stores,
fresh air,
Times Square.
you are my wife.
Goodbye, city life.
Green Acres, we are there.
Rick and Emma at the Hooterville Hoedown. With the Green Acres Quick Step.
I love you.
Wonderful. Come over here. That was your wife, I hope.
That was the seat she was supposed to be in.
That's great.
That is my wife.
Yes, I know. Good answer, though. Bruno, what'd you think?
Oh, God, I have to say, one thing is for sure, your performances are very, very catchy. It's like a bad cold. You can't get rid of it. It's just, I mean, it really is. No, I have to give you credit for the enthusiasm. All light and frothy on top. It's just that the footwork was still like heavy machinery. I told you, you have to lighten up, lighter footwork, yes. Oh, yeah, come on, bring it on.
All right. Carrie Ann.
Totally disagree with you, Bruno. I thought that was so much fun. I smiled the whole time. You didn't miss a step. You were perky and you were efficient. You're not quite artistic yet, but you were perky and efficient. Well done.
You were having fun on the farm and it wasn't a crop failure.
You know, it's a heck of a journey from politician to ballroom dancer. And a bit like the tractor, what you need is a bit more polish. But well done. I enjoyed
There you
it.
go. You had more fun with it, right? Oh, yeah. Looked like it. All right, head back to the Red Room Beer Scores. Eva Gabor. Look at her back. Dominic Bowden, Kim Johnson, Johnson is back in her name. They're back to host our live stream. Right now, you can see them with Tara Jolie and Sasha by going to abc.com/DWTS All Access and Facebook Live. Aaron?
Hey, I love Len's comment about the journey from being a politician to a dancer. Tell us, the craziest part about it.
Well, listen,
Rhinestone pitchforks? I mean, random, right?
really, and a tractor that was built the same year I was born, 1950. So anyway, this has been magnificent. This is so much fun. Last week wasn't fun. This week was fun.
Yeah, everybody seems to have a different vibe, a different confidence. It's a couple weeks of training that's helped a lot, right?
Well, and listen, I'm dancing for the veterans across this country. So every day I get up with a smile on my face, being able to help them. So I hope everybody will think about that when they vote.
All right, let's see what the judges have to say.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
6.
Len Goodman.
5.
Julianne Hough.
I actually loved it. 6.
Bruno Tognoli.
5.
22 out of 40. Emma saying it's better than last week, right?
Last week.
We're making progress.
Making progress.
Every week.
You can also take that onto the ballroom floor to talk to the judges about that score if you want to.
I don't think I'll do that.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you. All right, Tom.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm enjoying watching Hinchcliffe stretch in the background. He's really getting into form. The last time Steve Urkel was in our ballroom, that was back in season 14 when Family Matters star Jaleel White competed alongside Gavin DeGraw, who performed for us tonight. Tonight, wide receiver Calvin Johnson Jr. revives the Urkel as he looks like Urkel on steroids as he foxtrots with Lindsay.
You're about to dance on live television. Woo, yeah.
the brightest smile I have ever seen. I didn't know you had this in you.
Last week, people probably saw a different side of me because my personality during football season is very reserved. But here, I can let loose. I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Our TV theme is...
Oh, Family Matters. Growing up, I watched Family Matters all the time.
I feel like you were maybe kind of like an Urkel when you were a kid.
I was a smart kid, but I was not Urkel.
Toe.
I learned last week I really had to not only dance, but I had to act the part. This week, I just got to be able to go over the top with it.
Oh!
That was close.
Give us your best Steve Urkel line.
Oh, man, I can't do that.
Gotta play the character.
This Tuesday, somebody will be voted off the show. So you got to bring it. My goal is to win it all. Yeah. That's something Urkel would do, though. That's hurt my nipple. Can I do that? I can't.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Well, then there must be some magic clues inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. There's room for you, room for me, for gentle hearts and opportunity. It's a big good love of the family.
Calvin and Lindsay. Looking good, Urkel. Come on over here, Lynn. Really fun. Carrie, yeah, we're going to start with you this time.
That was a big Urkel out there. You are so darn cute. I mean, your enthusiasm is contagious. Every move, you've got sort of like the right charm. You've got like all these different packets of charm. You're like, I'm going to give smooth charm, I'm going to give cute charm, I'm going to give this charm. And your
Appreciate it.
hold was actually very good considering that incredible height difference. I'm very impressed with you.
I got to ask, playing football, how many times did you hear you're so darn cute?
Never.
Never, I didn't think so. Didn't come up a lot. Glenn.
The Detroit Lion has come out with a roar full of understated moments, which I love. You know, watching you dance gives me joy. It was terrific. Well done.
All right. Thank you, Praise. Julianne.
I feel the same way. I think part of this competition is what you give the audience, not only in the ballroom, but at home. And when we watch you, I literally was like, yes, that ended too soon. That ended too soon. But I'm so happy that you're here and what you're giving to this show. And you're so cool and easy, but I feel like there's this unexpected spark about you. And you're one of those people that's going to improve each week. And I know that.
Yeah, Erin is stunned. She probably told. She mentioned it last week. She's still stunned. Calvin and Lindsay will get their scores after the break. TV Night continues when we come back live.
Welcome back. Before the break, we saw Lindsay and Calvin put on an amazing foxtrot. And Calvin just said, this is fun. This is fun. What's so fun is having you here, a part of our family. Love seeing your personality. You've been a fan of Urkel for quite some time, huh?
I've watched Urkel since I was a little kid, so.
I think we have a photo, actually, of you back from Halloween 2013. Are we going to put that in?
It's not that bad.
You were Urkel, right?
I was Urkel.
What is it about this character that you love so much?
I don't know. It's between him and Carl Winslow, how he gets thrown out the house all the time, or how he's always messing up the whole house. You know, those things, you know, they're hilarious.
Julia White is here! How great is this? Have you guys ever met before? First time you meet him. Wait, come here, Julia. The best part was having him backstage, and he goes, I cannot believe Megatron is performing. I mean, you just said, what about those suspenders?
Like, these are the longest suspenders I've ever seen. I've had this dude on my fantasy squad so many seasons. And then they call me and tell me, you doing this? Well, you did that.
Awesome.
No, I appreciate it.
All right, let's see what the judges thought.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
7.
Len Goodman. Julianne Hough. Bruno Tonioli.
So 28 out of 40 for Calvin and Lindsay. What'd you say, Lynn?
I said better than last week.
Better than last week. The smile's even better than last week, and we're so glad you came to join us. What would you have given him?
I've done this show. He getting straight 10s from me. He's in the game. This is a long journey. You guys are in the game, man. Good luck.
That's awesome. What a cool moment, Tom.
You've been party to the birth of the in-person Urkel Megatron bromance. So there. Next up, we're in for a war on the floor, Game of Thrones style. First, here's how Amber Rose and Max trained to follow up last week's debut. Oh, yeah.
Amber Rose.
I completely blacked out during the performance. The only thing that I remember is starting when I touched Max's chest. And then the rest is a blur.
You have to keep connected all the way through.
I got nervous. And then it just hit me. I was like, I can't believe I just did that. We're dancing a Viennese waltz to the theme song of Game of Thrones. I'm Khaleesi, and he's Khal Drogo.
Up and boom. That's not gonna work.
I love Khaleesi because she's a powerful woman. She's not gonna stop until she gets the throne. Again.
Amber's getting stronger every day. She has amazing work ethic. The only way it'll happen is if you use this thing right here called a muscle.
I really want someone that's not gonna give up on me. Max says, get up, get it done. And that makes me feel stronger every day.
Boom. Boom. It's better.
Sometimes you gotta give me a little kick in my ass.
much better than the Joffrey ballet. Wow. Really nicely done.
Thank you.
Really nicely done. Len, what did you think?
Well, it captured the mood of Game of Thrones. I thought it was full of imagination. And you kept that three... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, calm yourself down.
My family, I apologize.
You kept the three-quarter time going throughout it. I would have liked to have seen you just take up a ballroom hold, you know. Max, you know.
I would have liked to have a shirt.
Yeah.
I don't. Keep it off.
Anyway,
Thank you.
press on.
Okay, so, sorry, I just went.
No, that's quite all right.
So I feel like from last week to this week, you definitely took what we said as far as connecting and really staying in the moment, and I could see your reaction. You were much more with Max, and I felt like I could see your eyes and what was going on underneath. The one thing I do want to ask, though, how long have you been dancing in those shoes? Because I felt like you were uncomfortable in the shoes, and it felt clunky and a little...
It's very slippery up there.
Okay.
And I tripped on the...
I know that. I saw that. And I just feel like maybe next time, I know it was part of the theme, but it was a little distracting, so just go with the bottom shoes and you'll be good.
Cool.
All right, and Bruno.
Well, I love a girl that's starting to giving it large. That's what I want. Yeah, I could see the effort. I could see you were taking on board everything we said. Still even more. When an actor in the scene, when you go and Max, I mean, look what you got. He comes to you and you want... look at that, Yami, you have to respond because you got so much to work with. You made a step in the right direction. You have to do that without losing the flow of the dance as well. I know there was a little bit of a problem there. So maybe it was the ice. I don't know. The winter is coming, the ice age. But you're going the right way, but you have to keep working and work with him. Work with him.
And by the way, just for Julianne, chiropractor needed aisle 3. Chiropractor. Aisle 3. You did seem a lot more confident than last week. Is that how it felt?
Thank you. Yes. Max is an amazing teacher, and I took... Can they hear me? I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I took what the judges said last week, and I really tried my best to apply it this week.
Well, let's see what it means in scores. Let's go to those right now.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
6.
Len Goodman.
6.
Julianne Hough.
6.
Bruno Tognoli.
It was the ice. It was the ice. 6.
All right, 24 out of 43. Well, wait, hold on. Are you happy with those? I mean, I was a little surprised they didn't go a little higher.
I'm just trying to have a good time, man, and my family's here, so I feel awesome.
Well said. Now, if you don't want them to suffer the same untimely exit as Khal Drogo on Game of Thrones, you have to vote. I don't think it would get that bad. Next, the star of Go Diego Go, Jake T. Austin, dances to his theme with Jenna, and later Olympians Laurie Hernandez and Ryan Lochte. We'll find out how he's been doing since last week's live TV disruption on the floor.
There's more of them up there.
Get out. It's a good show, positive show. Get out of here.
We are back. Next up on TV Night, the star who last week tied for second from the bottom.
Party pooper over
Sorry.
there. All right, let's see if Jake T. Austin and Jenna can move up the leaderboard, dancing to the theme of his show, Go Diego Go.
I love you.
I did come in here with a lot of confidence. I think we got this. I thought I was physically prepared.
You guys got out of sync. I think it just threw you off.
After placing in the bottom 3, I was pretty upset, to be honest with you. The judges were pretty harsh, but I'm not gonna let it discourage me.
This week, we're doing the cha-cha.
For TV theme night, we have a kids show, Go Diego Go. Jake was the voice of Diego.
Hola, I'm Diego. Did you guys want to dance with me today?
I got cast as the voice of Diego when I was 9 years old.
There's an animal in trouble. Bam, he's up and he's ready to save it.
Go Diego Go was my big break in my career. If there's ever a week that I shouldn't be sent home, it's this week.
My idea for this piece is Jake 2.0.
I think you should be a kitten. I think that would be kind of cute.
Yeah, but do I have to be a baby?
No.
I want to be like a sexy cat, and you're 21-year-old Jake, coming in hot and heavy, like the Magic Mike of the Safari.
Hola.
Diego. Fuego.
Deep inside the jungle where nature's running wild, coming to the rescue is a very special child. Talking to the animals and swinging from a pine. There's rough and tough adventurers working all the time. Hey, there goes Diego. The kids are on a mission. We're all going for a ride. Diego's on the road with baby Jaguar by his side. Discovering together, yeah, we're always having fun. Helping out each other, yeah, it's good for everyone. And there goes Diego.
Jake and Jenna. The theme from Go Diego Go, and some of our set went. Okay. That was so good, our set faded over there. Look at that. Okay, The theme of the night seems to be more confidence in week 2. Did you feel it?
I did.
Yeah.
I felt like I was stepping back in time in the time machine. I actually felt like getting into character again.
Although the live-action version of Go Diego Go is much hotter, Diego hotter. Carrie Ann, what do you think?
Well, it was better than last week, that's for sure. I definitely saw that you put much more effort into your movements. You are ahead of the music a lot of the time, though, and that's going to hurt you throughout the competition. So I want you to kind of slow down. I think you just need to breathe a little bit more and relax, because the movement's all there. You have star quality. I just think that you're trying to force it a little too much. Okay?
All right. Len?
Yeah, well, now you... Boo away, because what Carrie Ann is saying is the truth. To be honest with you, it was a better dance than last week.
All right.
However, I can't give a higher score because you lost timing. And that's because you're out here, the adrenaline's pumping, the people are going mad, and you tend to rush it a little bit, and that's understandable. You just got to calm down, keep on the beat, and just do what you're doing.
All right, Julianne.
You know what I think will help with that is chemistry. When you guys are together and you're focusing on each other, that will take you away from this, and you guys will be locked in. So work on that. You guys are the fun young couple. Like, I want to see that. Like, enjoy it. Be playful and focus on each other, and that will help you with your timing.
Now, with similar criticism, is that something you feel that you're getting ahead of things, or your energy is pushing you a little too fast?
I wouldn't know how to word that, but absolutely. I mean, yeah, but hitting to what you just said, definitely.
All right.
Take
all
my
right.
time.
There you go. All right. Let's see if these scores will help you give you more time going forward. Carrie Ann?
Carrie Ann Inaba.
6.
Len Goodman.
That is a 6.
Julianne Hough.
6.
Bruno Tognoli.
Great goal, but it's a 6, my darling. Sorry.
All right, 24 out of 40 for Jake and Jenna. Now, if you don't want them to go tomorrow night, you better vote for them. One of last week's many surprises was how much fun Vanilla Ice had right out of the gate doing a cha-cha on a TV show he'd never seen. Tonight, he and Whitney foxtrot to a TV theme that has special meaning for him, Married with Children.
We're back, man. I loved watching that dunk.
When we finished the routine, it was emotional for me, man. It was magical. I don't want to step out of it. I'm in a magical moment right now. This is so cool.
Step, step.
I'm dancing the foxtrot to the theme song from the Married with Children. I don't know how this is gonna be, but it's Frank Sinatra. I love it. Got it.
When people think about Vanilla Ice, they don't think of him as, he's married with children. I think that's why this song is so cool. It shows a side of Rob that people haven't seen before.
I have 2 teenage daughters, Dusty Rain and Keely Breeze. They're my best buddies, and that's the greatest accomplishment ever in life, was my kids.
Len said that we need more content.
There wasn't enough cha-cha-cha.
So this whole dance is going to be foxtrot, foxtrot, foxtrot.
I just like to show my daughters that it's all about having fun. Smiles, they're contagious. And don't be afraid to get out there and shine.
We need to get our butts off these seats and start moving our feet. Come on.
Vanilla Ice and Whitney will show off their foxtrot and their furniture-moving skills when we come back. And then more stars from our smallest to our Grammy and gold medal winningest. We're coming right back, live. With our live TV night celebration. Now, before the break, we saw Vanilla Ice and Whitney training for his foxtrot to the theme from a show that Whitney had never seen before, Married with Children. Here it is.
Honey? Ow!
Hey, not now. Can't you see I'm watching Dancing with the Stars?
Tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. Try to separate them. It's an illusion. Try, and you will only come to this conclusion. Love and marriage, love and marriage, they go together like the horse and carriage. Dad was told by mother, you can't have one, you can't have none, you can't have one without the other. No, sir.
Vanilla Ice and Whitney as the Bundy. Married with Children. There you go. So you never saw our show, she never saw that show. It's all even now. Next week, we'll be on the same page. Bruno.
Well, I have to say, it was not the ultimate depiction of sophistication and elegance. But it was very, very effective. You played the character very well. A bit rough and ready. Let's get on with it. Let's do it. Let's make you happy. So I go and watch my TV. Now, you have to be very careful the way you throw away your hands. They're not shovels. You know, you really have to make it much more graceful and lyrical. You're a funky guy. I want to see the lyrical guy coming out. But I found it very entertaining.
All right, Carrie Ann.
Yeah, this week was more revealing. You know, you weren't in your comfort zone. But first of all, don't lip sync. Okay, like now that we're not doing your music anymore, it's distracting, and we want to see you dancing. And what I really liked is that you have a lot of energy and you have a lot of pizzazz, but it's imbalanced. So kind of what Bruno was saying, the hands are really big, but like they're kind of really big and then they're really small. So if everything can kind of find like a happy medium, I think you will do so much better because you got moves.
All right.
You got moves.
And a puzzled-looking Len Goodman.
I thought it was a thriller from Vanilla. Improvement. I thought that was a funny line. Improvement in the movement, much more content. I looked at your footwork. You were trying to get those heel leads going. I thought you got that great package of fun, technique, and performance. Well done.
There you go. Wave from Len. Scores in the red room back there, guys. Congratulations. There you go. All right. Tomorrow night, one couple will make their exit on our live results show special. We're going to have exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, spectacular new dancing from our pros, a performance featuring Cheryl, Derek, and Max together again. The action-packed events start tomorrow at 8, 7 Central. Aaron.
Well, Thrilla from Vanilla. I mean, Len was happy, but your face at the end, what happened?
Well, you know, when I'm not perfect, I know she knows first. And I told her, I'm sorry. But I didn't step on her feet, but it was close.
Just a little...
Just hang me.
No, let's not do that. I mean, this is a positive show. Did you not hear what Derek was yelling last week? We're positive.
Yes, positive.
But guess what? It's week 2. You can move on. And even better news, we'll make ourselves feel old once again like we did last week. Remember when Whitney said she was 5 when your song came out? You had never even seen Married with Children, have you, Whit?
No, I've never seen it, except for on YouTube.
Yeah, that's how you did your homework, right?
Yep, I did. I did my homework on YouTube.
She's just like her, too. She's like, Peg, look at the hairdo and everything.
Yeah.
She's got the whole outfit. I love it.
She looked amazing. You guys did great. Let's see what the judges thought.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
6.
Len Goodman.
7.
Julianne Hough.
6.
Bruno Tonioli.
7.
So boos from the audience, 26 out of 40 for Vanilla Ice and Whitney. You said you love it, though, right?
I'm happy with any score.
Right.
Just happy to be here. Happy to be alive and fun to be dancing.
We love having this positive energy over there. Thank you so much. Okay, so you can help them survive elimination, which is going to happen tomorrow night. You can call and vote on abc.com and also on Facebook. Next, to work their magic in the ballroom with a quick step to the theme from Bewitched, the reality star who made a big impression last week. It's Tara Jolie and Sasha.
I didn't see a little person. I saw a huge star.
Last week was amazing. I did it, and it felt so good.
Oh my gosh!
It was one of the best days of my life.
For TV Week, we're dancing Quick Step to Bewitched.
I like Bewitched. That's awesome.
I knew you would love Bewitched. Put your hand on my shoulder. This is the first time Tara and I are in frame. That's not bad at all.
It's not good.
It is very good.
I am like the small stepper, not the quick stepper.
1, 2, 3.
My little legs are trying to keep up.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, but I'm hanging onto you.
Because your hands are a lot smaller, I'm finding it difficult to grab onto you.
It's such a hard challenge for me.
Shum.
Sorry. I'm still scared, but it's getting there.
Yeah. Who's your daddy?
Not
Not
you.
me.
This quick step is hard, but I'm ready to show a little magic.
wonderful. That was wonderful. It really was. That was great. It just, well, obviously, their comments count more. I just have to know from a TV historical perspective, there were two Darrens in the run of the show. Were you Dick York or Dick Sargent?
I was a universal dick. Richard.
Okay.
Richard, that's...
Somehow I feel complicit in that, Len.
Well, you know, they say diamonds come in small packages, and you sparkled tonight, I
Yes,
thought.
you did.
You know, it's simple on Dancing with the Stars. Just dance better each week, and you dance better tonight. Well done.
There you go. Really. Julianne.
I'm still recovering. I don't know what just happened. First of all, that performance was made for you.
Yeah.
It was literally the best frame I think we've seen all night. Your choreography was sensational. For me, that was my favorite dance of the night.
There you go. Bruno.
My darling, we are all under your spell. That was the most complete and rounded quick step we've seen. Did you notice you even put in the changes of directions and totally control from one side to the other without losing your frame, your foot placement exactly on time, guided to perfection, great connection. I'm astounded.
Before we get scores, I have to ask, did you feel as confident as you looked in that? Because you really did look completely at ease.
I'm always scared.
Wow.
So I'm so grateful that to hear that confidence within the judges, it just makes me want to do even better next week.
Well, your feet didn't know you were scared. That was really great. Let's get the judges' scores.
Carrie Ann Inaba. Len Goodman. Julianne Hough. Bruno Tomio.
Hey, my darling!
So far tonight, 31 out of 40 for Tara and Sasha. Even if you voted for them last week, I applaud it. You still have to vote tonight to help them to avoid elimination tomorrow. Still to come, will our athletes bring Olympic glory to the theme songs from The Muppet Show and DuckTales, sentences I never thought I'd actually speak? Will Mary Lou recapture the magic of Taxi? And next, can Kenny Babyface Edmonds and Allison journey into the unexplained for the dance to the X-Files? The truth is here, live. with the 11-time Grammy winner who last week was praised for his first performance of the season.
This week, Kenny Babyface Edmonds and Allison follow their razzle-dazzle debut with a sultry Argentine tango to the theme from The X-Files.
Last week, I was a roller coaster of emotions. You couldn't see it, because I can hide that stuff well, but I was like, it was like,
It's you and I, baby, it's you and I.
But when that curtain raised, suddenly I went into entertainer mode.
You looked right at home here, the big band vibe, all of that just worked perfectly. I think you lit up the stage.
This week, we are going to be doing an Argentine tango.
Do I have to smile?
You do not have to smile.
Perfect.
More passion with it. Yeah, I really feel that move. Go.
Argentine tango is supposed to be a sexy dance, and I don't know how to get into that zone yet.
Can you actually put your hands on my face?
For the most part, I'm a pretty shy guy. And so I wanted Toni Braxton to come in and kind of take a look at me and say, hey, Kenny, you know you can do it better than that. Toni's been like my little sister for a long time, so she knows me pretty well.
I would just really touch her. He's great, but he's a little shy. Make them wonder, is there something? It's the tango. You're supposed to ooze just sexiness, and it's okay to let yourself go a little bit. There it is, right there. I believe it.
You didn't look shy. You did not look shy. That was really good. That's a nice smile Julianne's got teed up for you.
I have a weird look on my face because I'm like, you, my friend, are a very unexpected surprise. Like, there's this mystery about you, and I don't just mean from tonight. Like, last week you were cool and smooth and you had that little charm. This week you're this, and it's hot and sexy and everything. So I just feel like you're gonna have one of the most fascinating journeys. And each week I'm looking forward to getting to know you and figure you out. So cool. So mysterious.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was enigmatic. It was intriguing. With just the right level of simmering sensuality, bubbling under the surface. Oh, there is so much more out there for us to see, I'm sure. But you played it absolutely right, because the characters of Mulder and Scully had that kind of weird, kind of sexual, non-sexual attraction, love, hate. There was such tension between the two of them. You never knew who was leading in the proceedings. And you captured that so well instinctively. They would be proud of you.
There you go. Carrie Ann.
Like, I know that you're a really shy guy. So, like, tonight I was watching, I'm like, that ain't no baby face. That's Mr. Smolder face now. Like, you're killing it. What I think is so incredible about you and brings out the sex appeal that we all felt tonight and that chemistry that you guys have is your phrasing. you understand the music and you finish each move right at the right moment and you let go and there's like breath and intensity and drawn out, and that was just so yummy. It was really yummy.
All right. Good comments all around. Head on up to the Skybox for what should be some good scores. Go to abc.com/DWTS All Access. Talk for a living. And Facebook Live to see Dominic and Kim with Vanilla Ice and Whitney. Our live stream continues after the show with more exclusive interviews with our stars. Aaron?
That's the craziest part. Come on over. You look so relieved to get through it, and I love what Carrie Ann just said. Yummy. Yes, please. And how do you make the X-Files music seem sultry? Well, you put your own little touch to it. Please tell us how you did that this week.
Thank God I put it to it made it a little bit easier to try to get sexy on it, because, Allison is so beautiful, but she's like my sister, so I got to figure out how to be sexy with my sister.
So you worked with the music, right? Because you kind of just felt like it would be difficult to do a tango. Tell me what, you thought about to do that.
To do a tango?
Yeah, to the X-Files. You put a little twist on the music, right?
Yes, and when the twist came, it kind of just made it easier for me to be able to do it.
It was really incredible because we were given an Argentine tango with X-Files, but it didn't have the flair and the music with Argentine tango. So him being a music producer, we thought, what better way but to actually produce a new song?
Yeah, I thought that was so awesome. I mean, and also, can we talk about the crowd you're drawing here in our ballroom? We have Bobby Brown, we have David Foster cheering you on. I mean, where are Aaron and Sarah? Come on. All right, let's see what the judges thought.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
8.
Len Goodman.
7.
Julianne Hough.
7.
Bruno Tognoli.
8.
Okay, your face when you just got those 8s. What is your reaction?
I'm going to try harder. Try harder.
Try harder. 8 is fantastic. Are you pumped?
That's why I'm going to try harder.
Love it.
I'm so proud of him. He did an incredible job tonight. Good job, baby.
Yes, awesome job. All right, 30 out of 40 for Babyface and Allison. Of course, every single vote counts, and you have to get them in. Tom?
All right, Aaron, thanks a lot. Coming up, last week's co-leaders, James Hinchcliffe and Sharna, attempt to relive their triumph with a paso inspired by The Walking Dead. And next, their closest rivals, Lori Hernandez, the human emoji, and Val will try not to quack up, sorry about that, with a judge with the theme from DuckTales Live. The Olympic gymnast who won silver and gold just last month, tied for the top of our leaderboard just last week, despite having to follow the disruption on the dance floor. For TV night, Lori Hernandez and Val are dancing a jive to the theme from DuckTales.
I've had 2 dreams since I was a little kid. One of them was to go to the Olympics. The second dream was to be on Dancing with the Stars. And when we were getting ready to go out on stage, there was the whole Ryan Lochte situation.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Wow.
Get out of here.
I felt like it took away from Lori's moment, a moment that she dreamed of all these years. But Lori held herself together, and she still had an incredible performance.
I have to say, to be able to come out and do what you did, I think was wonderful.
This week is TV theme night, and we are doing DuckTales. Have you ever heard the DuckTales theme song before?
What's DuckTales?
There's nobody better to play a cartoon character than Lori. Her eyes are just so huge. She has all these emotions squeezing out of her face, and she can't barely hold them in.
My happiness goes to my cheek, so I have to grab it to make sure it doesn't fall out or something.
The theme from DuckTales. We got Len Goodman cash here. Look at that. Len's face on some of the bills. Mine on some of the bills. Well, well, well. The human emoji, not bad, not bad.
In advance.
There you go. A little something for the judges. Len, what you think?
I thought it was full of snap, crackle, and pop. High energy, high performance level, and another high score. Well done.
Julianne.
Finally, DuckTales from my generation, so I totally got it. But first of all, I want to just say that was amazing. The very beginning when you're with the two girls, I was like, you are Disney's Beyonce. You just have like a stage. So unbelievable.
No, you're supposed to say you love Disney first, and that's how. There you go, Bruno.
And we love you, my darling. You're a leading lady. No, what a firecracker of a dancer. You even managed to upstage the Mad Hatter here. And that takes on doing. Power, personality, precision, incredible level of performance. Can't wait to see you next week, my darling.
Thank you.
What I love, too, is that it's the pro who looks winded in this team.
See, what happened was...
Let's get your score.
Thank you.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
8.
Len Goodman.
8.
Julianne Hough.
8.
Bruno Tonioli.
There you go. 32 out of 40. That is the highest score of the night so far for Lori and Val. Is that smile? Yeah, it's clearly going right. Not going to fall out of your face or anything like that.
I'm so happy.
Have you always been like this? Like since you were a little baby, you've always been like a happy kid, or?
I think so.
You think
She's
so?
always like this. I'm supposed to play Scrooge McDuck, and it's impossible to be a Scrooge around her. But I'm so proud of her. And last week I didn't get a chance to say it, but I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. And it's incredible to be your older brother for a little bit, your coach, your partner. Thank you.
Well, no matter what the judges say with their paddles, you have to use your votes to keep them in the competition. Coming up, the Olympic swimmer who made headlines around the world after last week's premiere, Ryan Lochte and Cheryl dance to the theme from The Muppet Show. And next, the self-proclaimed mayor of Hinchtown, James Hinchcliffe and Charlotte compete for the Paso, inspired by The Walking Dead, who says we don't have range. Live. Hey, we're back. Last Monday, the IndyCar driver who survived a life-threatening crash on the track emerged as our co-leader. Let's see how James Hinchcliffe and Sharna dealt with a busy racing schedule as they worked on this week's Paso Doble, inspired by The Walking Dead.
Going into Monday night, I knew that James was going to impress people.
I honestly didn't know what to expect. We need to keep an eye on you.
Thank you so much. Honestly, it's crazy to tie for top score with Lori and Val. I think the response from the public and the fans was, who? Wait, what? Who's this guy?
So the dance that we have coming up this week is...
Nacho Libre.
Not even close.
Queso Lupe.
Tasso Padre?
Paso Doble, but close. This week, we're doing a zombie apocalypse Paso Doble inspired by The Walking Dead. I want to see your leg go that way. Like, pretend the zombie's over there, not behind you.
Unfortunately, this week is brutal for us because of my final race in the IndyCar Series at Sonoma. We only had Tuesday, Wednesday to rehearse.
4, 5. Today is camera blocking, and James can't be here. So that's frightening. It's terrifying, actually. I need you guys to make sure we're clean for him when he comes in on Monday.
I spent all weekend up in Sonoma racing, and now we're here on set. Show me that one again. I have to feel ready. It would have been nice to have had an extra 3 or 4 days of practice. Like,
Lead away.
There's no excuses now. It's showtime. We got to just get it done. I remember this part.
Paso Doble.
Okay, so what next? What was the next part? Just give me the next part and it'll be fine.
James and Sharna.
That's it.
Yeah, don't get run over. You got damaged enough already. I guess
did so good.
You really did. And by the way, I guess the moral is, even if you hadn't done that well, if you don't have time to rehearse, dance with zombies. Because, just by contrast. But Carrie Ann, what you think?
Impressive.
Yeah.
Truly impressive. Your shaping with, your synchronicity was on point. Like, you guys were exactly, every shape was perfect. The thing I want to tell you, because last week you proved yourself so strong in this competition. This week wasn't as good as last week, I think, but it's all there. I just think you need to expand outward. You're a little vertical when you dance. Just try to think pushing out a little bit more, but wow, I'm impressed. I love watching you.
There you go, Len.
James, I've got to say, you are a very accomplished dancer. You've got great coordination. You move well. I thought the paso got mixed up with everything else that was going on, the production of it all.
The undead did it. The undead, yeah.
What's that got to do? Listen, missus,
TV
let me tell you, I'm judging the dance. It's a paso doble, and I want to see steps that I'm aware of. And I felt... Oh, I'm sorry. What do you want out of life?
That's right. Julianne.
You get on my wick, some of you people.
Shark chick folks.
Okay, so I have to just say, I so appreciate your commitment because not only are you going out there and executing your movements, but your facial expressions. Like, you should go into acting after this because you're like full on, like engrossing the character. So I so appreciate that. The one thing that I would say, though, you're extremely sharp. You're hitting the movements. You're strong. You're fierce. But your shaping is a little bit lacking. So really like using the space around you instead of just vertically like what Carrie Ann said. So use the space around you.
Thank you.
But given the lack of practice, pretty amazing. Head on back to the Red Room for your scores. Yeah, seriously. It has been proven that 4 out of 6 sharks prefer Dancing with the Stars. Joining us in the ballroom for TV night, the Sharks, 4 of them anyway, from the Emmy-winning Shark Tank. All 6 of them, for the first time, will be together for their season premiere this Friday night at 9, 8 Central, right here on ABC. All right, Aaron.
All right. Well, I think one thing Sharna and I will tell you, and, I'm such a pro dancer, you did kill it. He was coming down, and you're probably looking for a little, reassurance here, but you killed it. And those comments, I know Sharna will tell you, those aren't comments they're giving someone that can't handle the routine. Right? Exactly. Those are comments because they know you can get better, right, Sharna?
Absolutely. That's exactly it. The judges are only giving you what they think you need to grow, and you're already so great that that's really good advice for us to go and work on those things.
Here's the other thing, my friend. You're crushing it in your real job, and then you're crushing it on our ballroom floor. How hard was it to, try to balance all that out this week?
It's been a busy week, no doubt. But, I got an incredible partner. She did so much work before I had to go to the race to get everything prepared, choreographed, teach someone who doesn't know much about it how to do it, and to show up, 1:30 this morning, get back to LA, and it was great.
Just such a boring schedule. And then you bite her. That's rude. It's really rude. Oh, sorry.
One of the zombie bits.
Well, they're rude, too. Let's get...
I need a new partner next week, because she's going to be a little stiff.
No, she'll be fine. Let's get your scores.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
7.
Len Goodman.
7.
Julianne Hough.
7.
Bruno Tognoli.
Well, I completely disagree. It had bite. That's what I like. 8.
There you go. 29 out of 40 for Sharna and James. Casey, again, you had a day and a half.
A day and a half to get this down, and it's really because of all the hard work that James put in. He was looking at the videos and asking me questions via text message. He's really so dedicated to this, and I'm so proud of him.
Way to go. It was great. It was great. All right, Tom.
All right, up next, the sparkling star of Taxi, Mary Lou Henner foxtrots to her classic theme with Derek, and then Ryan Lochte with a whole bunch of new T-shirts. Hopes to set aside the drama of last week when he returns to the floor with Cheryl. They're coming right back live. We're back with TV Night. Last Monday, our next star got the first night of competition off to an energetic start that placed her in a tie for second. Well, this week, actress Mary Lou Henner and Derek strove to perfect their foxtrot to the theme from her hit series, Taxi.
No messing about. Full on, flat out, and fabulous.
When I heard I was doing Dancing with the Stars, I thought, there's no way I'm not dancing to the theme song from Taxi.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Taxi. So we got our music, and I heard that, and I was like, what are we gonna do to this?
I think he has to be inspired by the music, and I'm not sure that the music was all that inspiring to him.
Why is this next one feel funky monkey? It might be my fault. I'm trying to figure out. I found it hard to choreograph the song and make it special and really stand out. That's been my biggest challenge, really. Let me try to figure it out. Okay, let's go back. It's like, that's what I did not start clicking.
It's like you drive yourself a little bit crazy until you can figure out how to make it right. I think that's what he's doing now.
Boop, 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 boop. This is a song that's very important to Mary Lou, and not to mention it's one of the most iconic TV theme songs of all time. I want to do it justice. I feel like a bad teacher. Like, honestly, I'm just like, hey, anybody out there? Any ideas? Anybody?
theme from Taxi. That's a golden oldie, that cab, too. Really nice. Really nice.
Thank you.
Don't expect Louie to be in the back seat doing something we don't want to do. Bruno.
Forget about Uber. Sunshine cabs are still running beautifully. Oh, look at you. The lovely lines today, lovely shapes.
Thank you.
Lovely, very, very graceful. Great job. And double denim like that I haven't seen in ages. Only you can carry away in tuxedo, you know. You just, I don't know, maybe it's me, but did you go on the wrong foot?
Don't say yes, though.
No.
He's giving you an option.
No. Okay. Okay. If you
Yeah,
say
when it's
no,
multiple choice.
I didn't feel like it. Maybe.
Carrie Ann.
Okay. You know, what was so nice about this week was we actually got to see how beautifully you danced. Last week was so athletic and you're energetic and you're right on point, but you weren't, like, I got to see the expression and, like, you have so much expression when you dance and the lines were beautiful. I thought it was filled with character and a lot of confidence. Well done.
Very nice.
Yes, thank you.
Well, the car's a taxi. The dance is a Rolls Royce. It was smooth, stylish, elegant. You created great lines throughout it. You, Derek, did a terrific job with the choreography. I thought it was smashing.
There you go. Positive all around. Head up to the skybox for your scores. Nice job. Next Monday night, in a fast-moving 1 hour of competition, the couples who survive elimination will face off against each other. We'll tell you more about how that works on tomorrow night's Result Show special, which starts at 8, 7 Central. Aaron?
I also love the denim on denim, Derek.
So a Canadian tuxedo represent.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Reverend
James, you're
Jim.
welcome.
Excuse me, Reverend Jim Ignatowski.
Exactly.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we saw in the video package Derek obviously having some problems and trying to be creative. I mean, not a lot of problems,
No.
but he wanted to make it so perfect for you.
And he did. He was worried it sounded a little too much like Peter and the Wolf in the beginning.
Are you starting to adapt to his crazy?
gosh.
I mean, it's
We
easy,
are bonded
right?
for life.
We're actually kindred spirits. Like we're kind of the same. So in rehearsals, like.
We're talking dot, dot, dot.
Yeah.
We don't finish sentences.
I love her accent.
But how much pressure was on you? Because this was your show. This is your song.
And my guys couldn't come this week. They're going to come later, staying in the competition. But they couldn't come to, so there was a lot of pressure. We had to embody Taxi.
That's right.
Are you glad? How do you feel about embodying Taxi now that it's all said and done and you got the great?
We're gonna have a little marathon. She's gonna show me the shows, and I'm gonna love it for life. I love it.
Lay off the coffee. No, I'm kidding. Let's get your scores.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
7.
Len Goodman.
8.
Julianne Hough.
That's a graceful improvement from last week. 7.
Bruno Tonioli.
7.
I like the 8 scream though this week. The 7 was great, but the 8 scream was awesome. All right.
Thank you, Len.
Thanks, Len.
Yeah, Len's a big fan of that show. 29 out of 40 for Mary Lou and Derek. Of course, it's critical to get your votes in. We are having an elimination night tomorrow night, so make sure to vote for these two.
It's a movable hug fest. Last up with a quick step to the theme from The Muppet Show. One of the most decorated Olympic swimmers of all time, Ryan Lochte. We'll see him dance with Cheryl. We'll also show you some behind-the-scenes footage of last week's disruption that hasn't been seen before. All that when we come back live. With the final dance of what has been an incredible TV night celebration. Now, last week, our Olympic swimmer was praised by the judges for his potential, though the night was, to put it mildly, not without incident. Here's what happened and how the week went for Ryan Lochte and Cheryl.
Last night was
a shock. I think I'm still in shock from what happened.
After the dance, 2 people protesting against me went out on the dance floor.
Get out! It's a good show, positive show. Get out of here.
Then I look up in the stands, I see my mom just in tears. And seeing her in tears is just...
Medalist, you won a gold medal for this country, bro.
Right.
We love you, man.
This whole situation has impacted me so much. It's just how far can I put it back in my head and move on. I'm an Olympian. I've never quit.
You're a strong man.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. What's your favorite Muppet?
I guess the green dude. After everything that's happened, the Muppet theme song has helped out so much.
Oh, I got so much height.
You listen to it and go from this to this. And I love that.
You're a dancer.
Last week was rough, but I'm an Olympian. I didn't win 6 gold medals by quitting.
Modified Piggy and Kermit outfits. Lovely. It had to, you kind of alluded to it, Ryan, it had to be almost a nerve tonic to take a song as silly as the Muppet Show theme after last week, right?
Oh, by all means. I mean, every time you hear that song, you can't help it but laugh.
Right.
I love it.
Good stuff. All right, so let's see if the judges like the dance that resulted. Julianne?
Okay, so first of all, the concept was amazing. I loved how everybody popped out there. The costumes are great. I do have to say, though, I saw so many mistakes. You were going off the wrong feet, and I don't know if something happened at the beginning. Were you okay, Cheryl?
Totally, yeah.
Okay, because it looked like... yeah, anyway, so I'm glad you're okay. But one thing I will say, for next week, if you're still here, work on, I know you have swimmers back, so it's like curled over like this, so just really work on getting that posture and that frame, because that was a little distracting, as well as the footwork. I'm so sorry.
That's all right, Bruno.
No, but it's great that you embrace the characters and have fun, wasn't it? He was jumping around like Tommy the Frog, but you have the posture of Fozzie Bear, you know what I mean? I think it's kind of, you gotta really get that straight back and maintain that frame all the way through. And mistakes are mistakes. It happens to anybody. Next week, you're gonna come back, try to do it right. Keep the energy, keep the positive attitude, because we only judge you on the dancing. So don't go wrong and come back.
There you go, Carrie Ann.
You've been through. I appreciated the joy that you brought to this ballroom. It got off to a rough start, and there was a lot of shuffling and a lot of sort of going wrong. But I will say that there was a lot more like energy coming out of you, and I felt you were way more into the competition this week. It's like you took down a guard, and you were really in it, and there was a lot of fun chemistry between you. But you do have to work on the back, like Julianne said. Work on that posture and the footwork.
All right, fair enough. And in deference to the ticking clock, let's go right to the judges' score.
Carrie Ann Inaba.
6
Joe Tognoli.
You get better. 6.
All right. Disappointing.
What?
Disappointing.
No, not at all.
Good attitude. 24 out of 44, Ryan and Cheryl. All of our couples want your help to make it through tomorrow night's first elimination of the season. Why don't you guys join the other couples as they come out on the stage? Aaron joins me. The phone numbers were up one last time. Check them out. Dial carefully. You can call until 1 hour after the show. Vote online at abc.com and on Facebook until 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific tomorrow morning. Couple with the lowest combined total of viewer votes. Judges scores from tonight and last Monday will be eliminated tomorrow on a 2-hour result show special.
Hey, at the top of this week's leaderboard are Lori and Val, and at the bottom are Rick and Emma. You have to vote. Of course, one couple is going to be heading home tomorrow night.
We'll be back in the ballroom live at 8, 7 Central. A great show tomorrow night. All new dancing, special guests. It's going to be amazing. I tell you more, but, we're out of time. Good night. Fun Alley, Match Game next. ABC. Right here.